was not really good. Unfortunately, whether it's because of the political reasons or otherwise. You can go back to the early period and go to, take for example, Katrina, and the director who was supposed to provide all this emergency services was a partner, was a friend of our President Bush. And he did not have any experience in that particular field. And you all know about the critical problems we have had, and number of lives were, you know, given up
with this hurricane
because of that hurricane thing. And same thing, the political connections had made this present crisis a real crisis. You know, and if it is not for that kind of cronyism and other things, we wouldn't have this kind of problems as we have today. And especially if you look at the confidence in the different banking systems we have, it's just really unfortunate, you know, that number of the so-called big banks have failed or are about to fail. And it would involve enormous amount of loss for the stockholders in these different companies, different banks. It's not only the banking system, it's even the, you know, if the banking system is not too good, naturally that would lose, people lose confidence in the banking system. That would create a lot of problems in terms of credit availability to the average man and the small businessman.
And so in a real sense, that's where we are today. And this is on the eve of this tremendous rescue, as they call it, or congressional bailout, as we're calling it now. We're going to take our first commercial break soon, Dr. Parachuri. But when we come back, what I'd like to do is to look at this congressional bailout and to talk about how it is supposed to work, and some of the issues that deal with the ups and downs of the stock market. I think we're all familiar with that as a real problem. And so if we can look at that during this second segment, I think it will be helpful for our audience. And of course, we'll be able to do that when we have that first commercial break. But essentially, this is what we wanted to do, to sort of start off by reminding our audience that this was a political created situation, whether it was Republicans or Democrats.
It does not matter.
It was created by the political situation.
It's created by both the parties. It is not just a blame, even though unfortunately the present administration has been in power for more than 7 years. It's almost, you know.
Okay, and of course we'll be back with our audience following this very, very short commercial break. We're talking to Dr. Parachuri.